Look, I think there's been a bit of a mistake, because if this is feed order, it's what's stood. So you need to drive a few hundred yards up road.
Okay. Screwed up again?
No, actually, simple misunderstanding. You must have sent the order out in on farm paper.
Face it, Charity. You couldn't organise a booze-up in a brewery. Well, that would be more your style, but anything to do with horses is way beyond you.
Look, why don't you just get off my back? There's no harm been done.
The harm was done the minute Chris put you in a job you're not up to.
Oh, is something funny?
I guess not.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, because there's a job wants doing. I want cut flowers in all the offices. So go on, jump to it.
Yes, Mum.
Taking it out on the staff just makes you look even more pathetic.
Well, maybe it'd be easier if we just started working together and stopped fighting.
No chance. Everyone knows how you got this job, Charity, and I won't be happy till you're out of it. You better give me a copy of the feed order so I can check it.
You don't have to do that, you know. You're not in charge of me.
I'm just trying to avoid any more mistakes. Chips and Chinese takeaway may be your stable diet, but these are pedigree animals. We have to monitor their feed carefully.
I am not an idiot, you know. I made one simple mistake and it's got sorted now. And if you don't wipe that smug, superior look off your face, I'm going to punch it right down your throat.
What on earth's going on between you two?
Just trying to make up for her inexperience with horses, and she seems to resent my help.
I have just about had enough of this toffee-nosed cow and her interfering.
Perhaps it'd be a good idea if you stayed out of each other's way for a while.
Yeah, that suits me fine. Separate planets would be perfect.
Well, that would be ideal for me too. But unfortunately, Mr. Tate's recruitment policy means we seem to be stuck with each other.
Well, I think that's something we all agree on, that this is down to Chris. So why don't we all go into the stud office and he can sort it out.
Shouldn't you be getting back to the stables?
On me way, Gov.
I think we have a small staffing problem. There seems to be an overlap between Virginia's duties and Charity's.
Nonsense. Charity's my PA. She works for me.
Well, then tell her to keep her nose out of stud business. She only messes things up.
I just did a feed order. I was trying to help.
We don't need your help.
Well, there are bound to be problems with that attitude. Charity's new here. She's finding her feet. It's up to you to make her feel welcome. I'm sure with a bit of goodwill on all sides, we can work together splendidly. What on earth do you think you're doing?
She said you wanted cut flowers in all offices.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I just thought I might brighten the place up a bit.
That's not your fault. Just that idiot getting carried away.
Oh, now. Ed's new. He's finding his feet. It's up to us to make him feel welcome. Isn't that your answer?
Maybe Charity should learn more about other Tate enterprises. Spend a few days at the haulage office.
Sean can cope without her. Problem's here. We've got all the appointments to sort out for next week.
I'll get on with it.
Right, and Charity can help you. Chris and I need to talk. I don't think Charity's a problem. I think you are. You've never let your sex life get in the way of business before.
She's a bright girl, quite capable of learning this job, if Virginia wasn't too much of a snob to let her.
She's also tough enough to handle the situation in her own way, and I suggest you leave her to it. While you're at it, you can stop picking on Andrew every time he flirts with her.
That's not flirting, it's practically harassment.
Any man who harassed Charity against her will probably end up with a broken jaw. She can handle it, Chris. It's you who can't. You're quick enough to tell me what a fool I was making myself with Frankie. I'm just trying to stop you making the same mistake.
I've got the appointments for next week. Now, the stallions were double booked, but I think I've got it sorted now. Does it look okay?
Perfect. Just as I'd expect. You're obviously more than just a pretty face. I better get back to the stables.
Just a moment. I'd like a word with you first.
What about?
Well, we didn't exactly hit it off at the start. I found your attitude to women, Charity in particular, unacceptable. But I'm willing to forget all that and start again.
Suits me.
Rodney Blackstock's coming over for dinner tonight, and to discuss a little business. Thought you might like to join us.
Don't you remember what happened the last time we met?
Naturally. But this is a social occasion. I'm sure he won't hit you again. Home farm, 7 o'clock. Don't be late.
Right. Thanks.
What are you up to, Chris?
Oh, just following your sisterly advice and trying to be nicer to him.